All right, so now we're gonna bring in our next tester, Lucas Buck. Lucas, why don't you come on in? Thanks for being here today.
Hi.
So we have Lucas with the Ricochet return. We're gonna have him start out on the sport pattern that you saw Mike throw on. So Lucas is a recent college graduate, bowled 4 years for Davenport University here in Grand Rapids. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I bowled 4 years at Davenport University. I enjoyed my time there. It was great. My high average was 209, I believe.
It's in college bowling. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, they put some tough stuff out there. So.
Yeah, so let's get you out in the lanes and let's see you throw a couple.
All right.
So these are your first shots with the Ricochet return.
Yes.
So you're going to see some. Did you have the original Ricochet? The Ricochet Pearl?
Yes.
Okay. Remember that one being much cleaner, a little bit of a sharper transition off of the friction.
Yep.
Need a little bit more friction from the lane to get it to go, because that's kind of what it was designed for, really long, really flippy. This one should be a little bit stronger in the mid lane and can just give you a little bit wider window of usability because of that hybrid cover. So
all right.
let's see you throw a couple. So I can tell you have that kind of college bowling ball roll.
Yeah.
You know, pretty heavy end over end, not a lot of axis rotation.
Yep.
So bowling on tougher patterns, that's kind of what keeps you in play and puts you in a good spot. You're never going to be shut out.
Yep. I was always taught that more forward roll, so it's kind of developed over the last 4 years.
Yeah. I'm sure that's one of the great things about college bowling too, is you actually have set time committed to work on your game and do the things to help you be a better player.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see the results of that here today.
I definitely see it a bit more in the mid lane there compared to the original Ricochet.
So when you got a little bit more rotation, you saw it change direction still, but it didn't lose that consistency in the mid lane.
Yep.
So I think that's what we wanted to see out of this one.
Moved just inched it a little bit left there and tried to give it a bit more rotation, see what it does. So
yeah, it was pretty good. So let's see you throw one more, and I see you also have a Super Cuda Power Core Pearl with you as well. Yep. So we're gonna have you throw a couple shots after you throw this one, just to give the viewers a better gauge of how these two balls will play off each other. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Woo. Got back there. It was a little bit right.
It's all right. It still got there. It was a little bit wide.
Yeah.
But still red in the mid lane and was able to get the face up to the pocket. So why don't you take that Super Cuda? See if we can see a little bit of a difference in the ball motion there. I'm expecting this one to be cleaner through the front and project through the front more, but have a shorter, quicker hook window than the Ricochet had. And I would probably say we had this one about 2 and 2 weaker. So move your feet 2 boards to the outside and move your target 2 boards to the outside as well. When we say 2 and 2 or 3 and 1 or whatever, those are adjustments with our feet and our target. So the first number will always be with our feet, second number is going to be with our target. So in this case, I'm going to tell Lucas to move 2 boards outside with his feet and then 2 boards outside with his target as well to try and get the Super Cuda, because it should be a little bit weaker than the Ricochet return, to face the pocket the right way. Pretty good there. Yeah, you can see that one being 2 and 2 weaker, seemed like it got down the lane pretty good, but had a much sharper change of direction than the rounded, more consistent Ricochet return head.
Got that one move right, 2-2 right there. It sees it, but then it doesn't just overreact like the other one would. It's a little cleaner there.
So throw the Ricochet one more time for me, back in the same spot you were before. Where do you feel like how these balls play off of each other? Do you feel like
the Super Cuda there be a little bit later in the day. It's a little cleaner, kind of that smooth reaction you'd look for. This one, a bit more mid lane.
Mm-hmm. So this is more like when the lanes are a little bit fresher. It's not a true fresh ball.
Yeah.
Right, or a true heavy oil ball because it's a shiny pearl or shiny hybrid, excuse me. Where the Cuda being a little bit cleaner, that can be more when there's a little bit more friction on the lane and a little bit transition. So
back where you started with this one?
Yep.
All right.
In the same spot you were before. Should be 2 and 2 left of where that Cuda was. See a strong mid lane. There you go.
Yeah.
Definitely see that pick up a little bit sooner, but still face up the pocket the right way.
Yep.
So now we're going to jump over to the house pattern. This is the Sherman Bowling Center house pattern. It's going to be 2 feet longer than what the sport pattern was, but it should be a much more blended front to back as well as left to right. So it should be pretty friendly for you. So on the house pattern here, pretty old lane surface. So there's going to be a little bit of friction in the front just from the age of that surface and the wear on it. But however, the pattern does have a decent amount of volume. So where would you normally set up to bowl at your normal place where you bowl league at?
Normally I'd just go like 15, 16, right around third arrow. Try to get it to like 5, 6, and just play the bounce on the right. And if I miss left, it usually just shims all the way and at worst flat 10. So
Yeah.
that's what I look for on house. So
You don't really hear too many people target the flat 10, but
yeah.
go ahead, let's see it. See it in action.
Oh, that was
A little off
Bounced it.
balance there, but it's still
Yeah.
shaped really well.
a little double dribble.
So I know you've thrown the original Ricochet Pearl a lot. You know, you bowl a lot of those MSBS tournaments in the Midwest.
Yep.
And I've seen that Ricochet come out a bunch for you. How do you feel like this one's going to compare to what that one did for you?
I feel like the Ricochet is a little more forward off the spot. Kind of, it gives me length, but then it snaps in the back end. This one being like a hybrid, a little smoother, sees more early, but not too much bigger than that one.
Yeah,
is
I
what it
mean,
feels
overall
like,
hook,
so-
they should be about the same. It's
Yeah.
just they're all going to get from point A to point B. It's just the route that they take to get from point A to point B, right?
Yep.
The Ricochet is going to be more of that scenic route. It's going to be a little bit longer and then try and make up for it in the back end.
Yeah.
This one's going to be more of a gradual, curly
Yep.
kind of motion that's going to be more consistent. So when you said you saw that Ricochet being cleaner and have a really sharp break point, that's what that ball is designed for. This one should be a complementary shape to that.
Okay.
So overall hook should be about the same or in the same ballpark at least. Just the shapes are going to be what's different. All right, so as you're going to move a little bit deeper here and try and create a little bit more rotation, kind of tell us what adjustments you make to help your body do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a 5-2 left, try to get it deeper and then out a bit more. I'm just gonna try to open up a little bit so I can project it to the right better.
Okay. Are you doing anything with hand position to start?
Hand position, not to start, but I will try to get that release a little bit more inside to create that rotation
Okay.
at the end.
Yeah. And that one, you really saw the ball turn over and finish strong through the pins.
Yeah.
That's pretty versatile piece. Pretty versatile game. Your style obviously is pretty manicured or pretty well put together, you know, from those 4 years of college bowling. So I didn't doubt that you'd be able to do that, but it is nice to see when you do execute the way you want to execute it and you have a picture in your mind of what you want the ball to do, you're able to get the ball to do what you want it to do. So it's pretty cool. Let's see a couple more like that.
All right.
So Lucas talked about versatility and what he does to try and make the ball do different things. That's one of the key attributes that you want to work on as you're trying to grow your sport or grow your game and grow your ability. And one of the things to change your rotation, if you're trying to make the ball do different things, one of the things you could do is with hand position to start. If you keep your hand more underneath it, your hand has more room to be able to flip around the side of it and create more rotation. Or if you want to go more up the back, then you want to bring your hand from underneath to the side, and that'll get you to roll a little bit more end over end. That's one thing to think about, and that's all you have to do is think about that when you're starting, and that'll kind of just get your hand to be in a different place at release. If you try and think about starting here and doing this, then doing that, and then doing that, your brain can only focus on one thing. So if you just focus on the simple thing of your starting position, that'll help you create a little bit more versatility with your release. Lucas, that was a great shot there too. Let's see one more. How do you feel about this ricochet return so far?
I really like it. Like we said earlier, compared to the original ricochet that I've thrown quite a bit, I think this will slot right there with it and give me that earlier motion that I look for earlier in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really good for you. And your game is good, but you're making the ball look really good too.
Ooh,
Trip four. Boom.
Got that one inside. And it
Yeah, you got
still
it
just-
inside, but it still had a strong enough roll to kind of not be too negatively impacted by that. It was able to push, but still kind of face the pocket good enough to strike. So
Yep.
that's going to do it for Lucas here today for the ricochet return. Looked really good. Do you have any final thoughts?
I really like that ball compared to the original ricochet. I think they'll work hand in hand together. And yeah, I can't wait to throw more of it.
Perfect. Well, thanks for being with us today. Appreciate it.